It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. And the Clippers starting 5. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Plumlee out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. And that one's good, Leonard. And Greg, you were talking about this. What you appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. And that one's good, Ayton.
And padding that field goal percentage, just hard to stop Ayton when he gets the ball that deep.
Here's George. The shot comes out. The Suns go the other way with it. And Durant puts up a deep 3. The quick look, no good that time. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. Here's George driving the lane. Second chance shot. Rebound by the Suns.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Ayton kicks to KD. Back to Ayton. They get a hand on it. Leonard with the steal. Here's Covington, and the dunk by Covington.
You see, that is just rude. Kawhi picks it, triggers the fast break. See ya.
And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
So it's Phoenix now after Paul George getting his 3 to go. Paul with the ball. Leonard picks him up. Kicks it out to Paul. The 3 ball. That's in, coming off the assist from KD.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Now here's Leonard. Outside Covington. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
You love how Covington stretches the defense. He is too accurate from range.
And here's Booker from the arc. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Tyronn Lue for just a minute. He told me they'll be looking to stretch the defense with their ability to knock down shots from deep. He said success on the outside will translate to success on the inside. Sounds like instead of going inside out, they're going to go outside in. Interesting. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Always want to get those threes falling consistently. George from deep three-point land. Quick shot there, and it's off target. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Suns, trailing by 2. Outside Durant. Over in the corner, Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. Just 5 on the clock. Misses from short range. The Clippers have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Here's Paul. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Paul finds Durant. Ayton in the corner. Lets it go with a 3. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
When it comes to surveying the floor, Durant's height is a major asset.
In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise. Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Back to Westbrook. And it's Ayton with the rebound. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Covington with the steal. And now the fast break. George with the ball. And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. First team foul.
24 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Leonard. Off the left rim and out. The Suns have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Here's Durant, and he goes right over Mason. Plumlee and slams it down.
Putting a little creativity into it. Durant usually making it look easy, but not here.
Westbrook passes to Covington. Here's the three. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Covington's got 8 points.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
Fans in the stands, let's hear it again for you. Timeout for the Clippers.
And here's Leonard from 3.
And this is something Durant has really improved over the years. A talented defender who can now guard.
Guys, Robert Covington firing at all cylinders so far for Los Angeles. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be back with you shortly. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Los Angeles.
They came out firing from deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game that hot.
Yeah, they've out-hustled the opponent so far in this one. A lot of points in the open floor, and that's giving them the advantage.
Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton, and it's Okogie in at the small forward. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Suns trail by 3.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. It looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
Covington passes to Plumlee. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Pass to Durant. To the paint. Here's Ayton. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. He's got 9.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And stolen by Booker. Durant with it. Westbrook picks him up. And then Durant with the jam.
For a guy who is almost 7 feet, Kevin Durant has tight handles.
And it's George finishing it off.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Outside, KD. Back the ball. KD on the wing. 6 on the shot clock.
You know what Kawhi brings to the table defensively. He can switch 1 through 5.
And now we've got the intentional foul. Zubac is checked in for Plumlee. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Covington setting the pick for Westbrook. Covington finds Westbrook. Back to Covington. Outside, George. Just 5 to shoot. Covington into the lane. Drops in the layup for 2. Covington's got 10 points.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Booker against George. Now the pass to Okogie. A new 14 for the Suns. Durant kicks to Paul. Back to Durant. Covington with the steal. Here's George. It doesn't go for him. And Phoenix the other way now. Pass to Okogie. Booker in the corner. Covington with the steal. A 3 from Leonard. Sinks the triple. He's got 10.
For a guy who hit only 25% of his threes in college, Kawhi has become one of the NBA's best at the wing position.
I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but When coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced.
The Suns have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. Free throw good, Booker. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Here's Ayton into the lane. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
And look at Ayton get up there. Have to enjoy watching the big man getting tricky with it.
We've got 1:08 left here in the second. A little pass fake there, froze the D. Nice move. Highland's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Octopi, the pass to Booker. Knocks down the 3 ball. And the Suns lead by 2.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
On the wing, Morris. Gordon against Booker. Out to Morris. Driving in. Basket counts. Morris has got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
An efficient score inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
29 seconds left now here in the second. Passes it to Booker. On deep. A great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 4th assist in this one. Zubats with the screen for Gordon. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Booker, and the rejection by Zubats. And stolen by Ayton. He got it up. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. All right, thank you, David. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
He's been vital to spacing the floor for them. Makes everything else you want to do easier to accomplish.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Plumlee out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. George against Booker. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Paul George.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Nobody near Leonard. And George kicks to Covington. Driving to the basket.
Covington is having an excellent performance.
Here's Durant, Plumlee with the steal. Outside, Covington. Leonard with the screen on Paul. Covington finds Leonard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Ayton. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin, but give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Outside, Covington. Pass to Leonard. Now Plumlee, 5 to shoot. Covington wide open. He fires. Kept alive. The kick out to Westbrook. Tries again. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Devin Booker.
What I love about Russell Westbrook, he plays with maximum effort every single night. You can be sure he's not taking any plays off.
And thinking back to that 2017 MVP season for Russell Westbrook, Steve, you know, he averaged a triple-double.
Kevin, what's incredible to me, Russ did it 3 straight years with OKC. Then again with the Wizards. Westbrook's numbers are out of this world.
An accurate shooter from all areas of the floor. Booker has the confidence needed to dominate on offense.
KD against Covington. Kicks to Westbrook. Back to Covington. Over Durant. George against Booker. George, no good. Phoenix has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that and has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
And the Clippers call time here. And so Westbrook will bring it up for Los Angeles. Plumlee, the pass to Covington, jacks up a 3. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
Wonderful find by Paul. This offense relies on him to make those kind of plays.
They get it back. Nobody near George. Good on the triple. George has got 10 points in the game.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Here's Octopi, defended by Covington. Westbrook with the steal. A 3 from Leonard. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. KD's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
An underrated athlete with a solid handle. Defenders can't always keep up with Booker on the drive.
For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin. Get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Here's Plumlee. Booker pulls it in. For Phoenix, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. We've got 1:13 left in the third. Here's KD. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
KD has always been a tough cover because of his size at the 3 spot.
Clippers trail by 3. Highland passes to Gordon. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Ayton kicks to Durant. Kicks it out to Paul. Back to Durant. And finished up by KD.
One of the best in the business. Durant in the flow. Loves to work off the screen and roll.
Here's Highland. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
4th team foul.
34 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. Back to Powell. Out to Morris. 4 on the clock. That one doesn't drop. Some solid defense there from KD. All finds Booker. No good from outside. Ball's knocked loose. Paul with the steal. Misses the baby hook. Eric Gordon on the wing. He gets it up. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Phoenix Suns. Weak. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Dan, he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
This is what you need your floor general to do. Take charge, lead by example, unselfish play.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Octopi in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Powell for 3. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Suns.
Smart ball handling from them in this one. Passing around to get ahead of the defense and putting it in the hands of ready shooters.
And another area they've separated themselves has been their three-point shooting, making the defense pay for any airspace.
Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Covington. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools, next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
First team foul.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Outside Leonard. Outside Covington to tie it up. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And that's an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Ayton, the pass to Octopi. George against Booker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the dunk by Booker.
This is a guy who once scored 70 points in a game. Booker doesn't take much for him to start percolating.
George with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. And here's Leonard from 3. Here's George. And the layup's good off the glass.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
George, no good. Phoenix leading by 5. Outside Durant. To the left wing. For 3, Octopi. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. Durant's got 6 assists now in the game.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
There's been an emphasis on ball movement, and he's been a major catalyst.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappier. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And here's KD for 3. The offensive rebound.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And the pass to Zubac. Outside for George. Outside Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Leonard looking around. Takes it inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
It feels like Kawhi never takes a false step. Everything he does is with purpose.
Octopi, the pass to Booker. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Durant kicks to Booker. Leonard with the steal. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Outside Leonard, beyond the arc. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
1:05 left in the fourth quarter. Booker the pass to Octopi. Over in the corner, Paul. Shot clock at 5. The shot. And the shot is long.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
I mean, unbelievable. It's one thing to be talented, but Kawhi is clutch as well.
Outside, George. Covington finds George. Second shot opportunity. It's not going to go for him. Now the Suns take it the other way. Durant with it. Leonard picks him up. Out to the right wing. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. And here's Booker from the arc. Trains the three-pointer. And the Suns lead by 9.
And he's got plenty of range and the confidence to match. Booker believes he's going to hit every three he takes.
DeAndre Ayton, 4th personal foul. 3rd team foul.
Good on the first, and that brings them within 8.
Paul George.
And George drops them both.
You know, no one produces like Paul George does. He elevates your team's abilities in any situation.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
So the first one drops, and that trims the lead to 6. And both free throws good for Paul George. And they go to the intentional foul.
Paul George, 3rd personal foul. 3rd team foul.
So the Suns win it. It was an all right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. Now,
Playing in front of your home fans always puts a bounce in your step. Tip-off goes to Minnesota. Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point guard position.
Yeah, we've seen Conley do this forever, running the point with precision.
Something you can't put a price tag on, the Minnesota Timberwolves game last season. Playoff experience, young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
And that one's good from Conley.
A cagey score on the inside. Conley has the smarts and he has the skill.
To the inside, Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Such confidence as a passer. Hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, B.A. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. To the paint. And Edwards with the basket on the assist by Conley.
A composed and cool effort from Edwards inside. Not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot. Taking what's available.
Here's Booker. Takes it inside. And Booker with the jam.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
Inside. Got a piece of it. Ayton against Towns. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Watch out. DeAndre Ayton coming through.
It's Edwards on the wing. Booker defending. Edwards against Booker. And that one's good from Conley.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Paul passes to Ayton. Ayton with a screen. Here's Paul. Conley with some nice D.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create. Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can. How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
Now here's Paul. Shot clock at 6. Durant. McDaniels with some nice D. And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But Grant is willing to do the work.
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
Outside Edwards. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Pass to Conley. To the middle. To the wing on the left. Outside Edwards. Second chance shot. And Minnesota calls time here. Four on the clock. Another miss by Minnesota. The Suns leading. Down low. Here's Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Well, the elevation from Durant should come as no surprise there. I mean, he's dangerous above the rim, and he can go way above it too, folks.
Towns a screen on Paul. The 3, Conley. To the middle. Pass to Gobert. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got 3 assists in the game.
Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
Now here's Durant. Back to Paul. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Booker, the pass to Durant. Now Edwards. On the take. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Great use of the dribble drive by Edwards there, earning himself a trip to the line.
Throw good, Edwards. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Rivers is checked in. So hits one and misses one at the line.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
A delicious dime from Chris Paul there.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Towns. Pass to McDaniels. Yep, that one goes.
Boy, in sync with his teammate on that possession. Well done by Towns on that pass.
Shooting for Minnesota.
The Suns have gone 7 of 9, a solid percentage so far. Booker can't get it to go. Outside McDaniels. Now here's Gobert. Towns for 3, and no good. Trying to get that one to fall.
When you combine Durant's speed and anticipation with his limp.
And that concludes a back and forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Suns ahead, up by 1. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Suns.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
And I think we've also got to talk about the tempo they played with right from the get-go. I mean, they've been deadly in transition, too.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Rivers in at the point. And stolen by Booker. And the Suns pushing it up now. That's good from Paul. On the assist by Ayton.
On the break is where Chris Paul's at his best. I mean, he loves taking advantage of space in the open court and beating everybody down the floor.
Pass to Towns. And he makes it on the layup. You know, in baseball, Grant, they have a term, a 5-tool player. In the NBA these days, it's similar. You need those well-rounded players to succeed.
I like the baseball reference, but you're spot on, B.A. It's all about bringing versatility to the game. Players that can shoot, pass, dribble, defend, and rebound. And I'll throw it even in there, lead and play selfless basketball. Those kind of guys that can do it all, that's a recipe for success in the NBA.
Booker, the pass to Durant. Five on the clock. Deflects the pass. McDaniels with it. And it's Paul picking him up. Pass to Okogie. Back to Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
Well, that's par for Durant. I mean, that's what he gives you, the ability to score at all 3 levels.
Here's Towns. Durant pulls it in. The Suns have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Grant?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
Now here's Booker. Here's Rivers. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Out of bounds, the Timberwolves will take it. The Timberwolves trail. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Gobert. Here's Rivers. He's guarded by Paul. 6 to shoot. Back to Gobert. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. And we have to take another look at that block.
Oh, now that was a block. Some much needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game.
Outside Paul. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. And Ayton gets it to go. Ayton's got 6.
Yeah, when you let Ayton get the ball close, it's over. DeAndre is just too skilled.
Inside, here's Gobert, trying to get back on track. It's hauled in by the Suns.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Back to Daniels. Good on the bucket. McDaniels gotten his second bucket of the game.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide-open look.
And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They've put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
Prince is checked in for Minnesota. Edwards comes in for Noel.
You know, when he was coming out of college, this is exactly what scouts thought Prince would be. A strong 3-and-D wing who plays with a lot of effort.
Now here's Booker. Ayton, a screen on Edwards. Booker with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Back to Booker. Here's the 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Conley's checked in for Rivers.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Gotta be careful how you guard Ayton. He's so creative at finding ways to draw fouls.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Timberwolves have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Up top, Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
What fun would it be to play with a guy like CP3? I mean, if you get open, he's finding you, and his leadership skills are unquestioned. That guy would be a joy to play with.
Gobert.
Outstanding move in the lane. Just enjoy that one at home, folks.
No doubt, with some huge elevation on the finish.
Boy, the defender might have to put his shoes back on after that move. Wow.
And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. The 3 from Ayton. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. All right, good stuff, Allie. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
He's been so disruptive defensively in the first half. His fast hands pick plenty of pockets.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Ayton in it to 5. And that's the group for Monty Williams as we begin the second half. Now here's Booker. Durant finds Paul. Back to Durant. Edwards with it. Now guarded by Booker. Pass to Prince. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Booker for 3. Pure from 3-point range. Booker's got 5 points.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Josh Octopi, second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Prince. He's got 5. To the left wing. Gobert passes to Conley. Picked by Gobert. For 3. The shot by Conley. No good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams. And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
Here's Prince. Picked by Prince. To the left side wing. No one near him. And Booker pulls it down.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Now here's Paul. Back to Durant. The three-pointer off the mark. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Edwards. Tipped. He's got a clear path. Here's Booker. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Personal foul.
It's on Anthony Edwards.
An active shooter. Booker is clever at finding ways to attract fouls on the way up.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star, and then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the raft.
Paul passes to Booker. And there's the drive from downtown. And there's Paul. That one's good on the assist by Booker. Paul's got 7 points. And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare. Now, that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Here's Okogie. Hayden with a screen. The Suns need to get off a shot. Clock at 2. Here's Durant. And Gobert with a block.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Pass to Prince. Lets the 3 fly. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got his 5th assist in this one. Outside Booker. Here's Okogie. A minute 20 left in the third. Paul with it. On the wing, Durant. Out of bounds. It'll be Suns ball. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Outside for Booker. Back to Ayton. And stolen by Edwards. Gobert with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Edwards against Booker. Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. 5 to shoot. Pass to Prince. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Prince can really elevate now. He plays much bigger than 6'7", and we just saw an example of that there.
They respond immediately with as much power as possible.
And you talk about a heavyweight battle. Both teams landing blows here.
And guys, I hope they keep it up just like this. Let's see some more end-to-end action.
Here's Gobert. The Suns getting their last shot to go. Pulls it from the top of the key. Prince can't hit. Phoenix has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Conley finds McDaniels.
Phoenix foul. Josh Octopi. Third personal foul. Second team foul.
Nine seconds left in the third. This for the tie! And another three from Minnesota.
And you know Prince is feeling it when he takes this shot. Love the confidence.
Here's Octopi. And that's not going to go. It's all tied in Phoenix. And fourth quarter bat.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And a look now at the five for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Taurean Prince is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. Now here's McDaniels. Pass to Edwards. Clock at 4. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. No good with the triple.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Booker against Edwards. Durant for 3. Durant with a screen on McDaniels. Back to Okogie. Pass to Paul. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
Minnesota's got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Outside Edwards. McDaniels passes to Conley. Pass to Prince. Fires the 3. Kept alive by Minnesota. Outside McDaniels. To the paint. Here's Gobert. Soft touch off the glass. And it's a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
And this is where you get Gobert the ball. With his size and length, he's so tough to stop from there.
Durant for 3. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Prince. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Some changes for Minnesota. Towns comes in for Prince. And Rivers is subbed in for Mike Conley.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Gobert with a screen on Paul. Here's Rivers. The shot no good. Ayton with the defensive effort. The Suns trailing. Oh, deflected and stolen by Edwards. 4-3. The shot off that time. And Phoenix the other way now. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Now here's Durant. To the inside. Oh, it's stolen by Towns.
And the over and back call is just a loss of focus.
Yeah, clearly an unforced mistake there. You got to keep your head in the game and tighten that handle.
Nifty move. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Well, easy does it, Towns is saying to himself. Forget about the threes right now. I'm going to go with the flush.
Booker, pass to Durant. It's blocked by Gobert. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
Now here's Booker. Here's Durant, right wing. Ayton passes to Durant. Clock at 6. key that time from Gobert.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
McDaniels passes to Gobert. Inside. And Edwards slams it in.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Timberwolves.
Loved how much they moved the ball out there tonight.
Yeah, no one got left out. This was a real team effort.
And propelling them to a solid win, it was a night of big plays for Rudy Gobert.
Well, I love the force that he showed on defense, using all of his length to deny shots. He was their anchor tonight.
Now here's Ayton. And the Suns miss again. 46 seconds left to play in the fourth.
Phoenix foul. DeAndre Ayton. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And he makes the first.
So much confidence coming from Anthony Edwards. You can just see it. This is a guy who knows he belongs in the league and is hungry to be great.
Paul with it. He's picked up by Edwards. A shot to stop the run. And Ayton with the stuff.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
Here's McDaniels. And too long on the shot. Oh, swiped away. Out to the right wing. And stolen by Durant. Down low. Here's Ayton, the shake. The kick to Durant. Another shot. Towns with a rebound. Here's Edwards. Can't connect. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. Boy, a nice win on the road. All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
tip-off goes to Minnesota. And here is Conley, and checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point guard. Now Edwards. After the missed three from Karl Anthony Towns. Conley kicks to Edwards. Clock at 4. That one drops for him. Edwards got the first basket of the game for the Timberwolves.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
George with the bucket.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple. And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
Towns sets the pick for Conley. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
Conley finds Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. Towns down low. Covington's there. And Towns the bucket on the assist from Edwards.
And proving to be a prolific scorer from anywhere on the floor. That's a gimme for Towns.
A nice shot by George.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here's Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Edwards dishes to Conley. Over Westbrook. Conley's shot is off.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Pass to Plumlee. Dishes to Covington. Here's Leonard. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. Edwards with it. Now Covington defending. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 1. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but trying to keep this core group of guys together. If they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
So it's the Timberwolves now after the Clippers pick up 2. Here's Edwards. He takes it in, and Edwards with the stuff.
And how about the athleticism from Edwards rocketing off the drive there for the slam.
Edwards against George. Kicks it to Leonard. Back to George. Takes a 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Edwards. And it's sent back by Plumlee.
Showing good shot blocking skills at times. Plumlee gets all of that one.
Conley against Plumlee. Gobert down low. Over to the left wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Edwards. No good that time. Great D that time from Leonard. It's stolen by Gobert. Edwards finds Gobert. Here's McDaniels. Good on the three-point shot.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
Stolen by McDaniels. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Launches a three. Conley gets the bucket.
He wanted to shoot that ball, but you see your teammate wide open. Be a good teammate. Make the delivery.
Leonard on the wing. They need this. Can't hit that one. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Edwards passes to Towns. Plumlee with some nice D.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Here's Westbrook. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
And that does it for the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 4. And we'll be back shortly for the start.
Please give a big round of applause for your Qualifiers USA.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. Brent, did you have any superstitions when you played in the NBA?
Not so much, Kevin. I really had more routine, and if I got off my routine, I might be a little bit, nervous, but nothing superstitious and nothing that I can recall.
Clippers trail by 4. Here's George. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for 2 future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And in that massive trade to LA, the Thunder got SGA, a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. Noel, he's checked in for Edwards. And the Clippers have possession, trailing by 2. Westbrook kicks to Covington. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And finished off by McDaniel.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
And he'll eat up ground in a hurry. Covington running the lane and getting out on the break.
Inside, here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Covington with the bucket.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Outside, Towns. And a miss there on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Leonard, no luck. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 in the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. It's Rivers on the wing. He's covered by Westbrook. Towns down low. Covington's there. And it's Towns missing. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And, Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Noel passes to McDaniels. Gobert trying to get open. A shot by McDaniels, no good. Clippers have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Leonard looking around. Back to Covington from downtown. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Covington's got the lead up to 3 now for the Clippers.
Covington must prefer that. He gets a great rhythm on the catch and shoot.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul. And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Prince is checked in for Towns. Stolen by Gordon. Morris with the ball. Guarded now by Prince. And Morris throws it down.
And not a next-level athlete, but Morris has the ability to face up and beat his man off the dribble.
1:19 left to play here in the half. And stolen by Prince. So the wing on the left. Gordon against Gobert to end the cold streak. Here's Noel. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Prince outside. Launches it. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Los Angeles leading by 5. And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
There's 48 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Highland. And he banks in the layup. And the Clippers lead by 7.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Here's the screen. Passes it to Highland. There's the 3. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
Here's Gobert. Buries it down low. Now just a 4-point Clipper lead.
And the bulk of Gobert's offense is going to come down low. Even if the D knows that, it can still be tough to stop.
And that'll do it for the first half of competitive games. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview.
27, the Timberwolves. 23.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Paul George really making a difference here.
You know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
You can get into a passing rhythm, and so far all of his have been on point.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. Then there's Gordon. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Highland in at the point guard position.
A terrific play by Eric Gordon to force the issue there and get the defense to overcommit on the jump shot.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And I look back at his numbers from the free throw line last year, 78%, so not too bad. And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
Prince kicks to Edwards. Pass to Rivers. Intercepted. The Clippers have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
The pass to Gordon. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Gordon's got the lead up to 10 now for the Clippers. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past. Just keep evolving as a team.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Here's Covington, banked in off the glass. And now it's a 12-point Los Angeles lead.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Gobert, and finished off by Gobert.
Right through the contact. Gobert's added so much strength since being drafted back in 2013. It's helped all facets of his game.
George dishes to Covington. Outside for George. This one for three. 5 to shoot. Plumlee sets the pick for Leonard. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got 9 rebounds now tonight. It's Edwards on the wing. Three-pointer. Buries it from three-point range. Edwards got it back down to single digits for the Timberwolves.
I like that, staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
Covington in the corner. Plumlee with a screen on Prince. Covington passes to Leonard. He's off on that one. Good D by Anderson.
And although he's bounced around the league, Austin Rivers has been a valuable role player throughout his career.
Well, there's stuff that you rely upon with Austin in terms of being a pesky defender and just his competitive nature. Yeah, he plays a couple of positions, but it's really that for him to go out and compete, which is something he still does at a high level.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
And a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Powell, no one around him. And again, no good by the Clippers. Timberwolves trail by 5. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
Prince's shot is good.
You got to put a body on Prince. He likes to stay active out there and sniffs that one out.
Here's Highland. He's guarded by Rivers. Morris outside. From deep. Rebound, Minnesota.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And Edwards with the stop.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Some changes for Minnesota. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Taurean Prince. And it's Conley in for Austin Rivers. 1:15 left in the third quarter of the game. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And the Timberwolves with possession. 11 unanswered points for them. And they take the lead. Conley's got 5 now.
It's Conley's ability to hit the long ball that makes him such an asset. Stretches the floor and creates space.
And the Clippers call time here. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. A 2-point game. Here's George. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Minnesota.
No adjustments made by the other team, and they couldn't defend against the speed of this group. They've been running over them in this one.
Well, something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. You got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
To the inside. And finished off by Gobert.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
And George kicks to Zubats. Westbrook up top, over by Conley. And Leonard has it in the corner. Over Anderson. No good off the front iron.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Nobody near George. Off the mark, and the drop continues. Edwards inside. Out to Conley. Towns, wide open. Beat the quad. Count it. He caught it.
That's how you do it. Stay patient, wait for the opportunity.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Timberwolves lead by 10. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, out on the perimeter, Edwards and Anderson. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point.
And how about Towns there taking full advantage of that size, just dominating the glass on that second chance opportunity.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
First team foul.
And here's Leonard from 3.
Good positioning. Anderson outstanding at staying in front of his man and using his length and contesting.
Pass to Westbrook. Lock at 6. And here is Zubac. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Conley with it. Leonard picks him up. Conley's shot is off. Clippers trail by 15. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Kawhi Leonard with the 3.
Well, the defender leaning just a little. Kawhi recognizes it, pulls up for the easy one.
Conley the pass to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
And George kicks to Westbrook. Now Zubac outside. George. It's stolen by Edwards. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Edwards against Leonard. Edwards dishes to Gobert. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Well, that's 2 teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
George passes to Zubac. Gobert with the block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. Timberwolves leading by 14. Edwards drives in, throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. That one on George.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
And the Clippers making a change here. Plumlee's checked in. Minnesota also with the sub. McDaniels checked in.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Second team foul.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. George with the ball. Plumlee dishes to George. Count that one.
You see Paul George's focus that time. Opportunistic bucket, gets to the interior and does the work.
And that one's good. Towns. Clippers trail by 18.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Right side Westbrook. And here's Leonard from 3. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 5 assists tonight. Minnesota's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Conley with it. Now guarded by Plumlee. And it's sent back by Plumlee. Here's Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, just a lightning bolt there in transition. No one can match up with Kawhi, especially at his position. That time they pay the price.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Covington's shot is off.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
And the Timberwolves call time here. They're up by 13. 1:19 left to play in the final quarter. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. Clippers trail by 13. We've got 1:13 left here in the fourth quarter. Westbrook, no good.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Minnesota.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Rudy Gobert.
I just loved his defense. He took pride in swatting away a bunch of shots tonight and made his impact felt.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
And George gets it to go.
Well, these nights where he just decides to start dominating offensively, and Paul George making it look like that tonight.
Gobert the pass to Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
And here's Leonard from three. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Edwards inside, defended by Covington. And here's Conley outside. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Here's Plumlee. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it.
everybody, time to get into... This could be it. Chess match tonight. We have two very smart teams that tend to make great decisions.
And that's the value of experience. You know what you're good at, and you limit your mistakes. It's hard to fool a person who sees it all.
Here are the five for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Ayton in its center, filling out the middle.
Just not letting the tough defense stifle him. I mean, George gets the shot he wants. Hustle pays dividends, I'll tell you, and when it's getting you to the line like that, whew, man, what a night.
Pass to Okogie. On the wing, Durant, covered by Covington. Here's Okogie, and he slams it in one-handed.
Give some love to KD there, making the unselfish play.
Leonard outside. From behind the arc. Clippers keep it alive. Here's Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Size, explosion. He's a dangerous finisher, and we saw it right there.
Outside Booker. And just about a minute into this first quarter. Here's Durant, and Durant with the big finish.
Look at Durant utilizing his length, snatching the offensive board. Ladies and gentlemen, he's 7 foot and sending it right back.
Leonard can't get it to go. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
So it's the Clippers now, following the score by Phoenix. Here's George, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. George has got 5 now.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
And Ayton gets it to go.
Yeah, this is where Ayton's comfortable operating, using his height and array of inside moves to his advantage.
George for 3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Oh, they get a hand on it. And stolen by Covington. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
And you can't afford to lose sight of Leonard in these situations. He's just so dangerous and assertive in transition.
Here's Booker. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Knocks it loose. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
George with it, now guarded by Booker. Leonard for 3. Fires in the triple. Leonard's got his second bucket on the night.
With a smooth jumper and unwavering confidence, Leonard's able to consistently convert from downtown, getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
The Clippers have gone 7 of 9, a solid percentage so far. Here's George. And Ayton pulls it down.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints, but probably his most famous sketch himself, dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
Now here's Leonard. 5 points in the game. George outside. Picked by Covington. Shot clock at 6. And George with the basket on the assist from Covington. George has got 13.
Just a big night for George so far. He always works so hard, but his game has been on a higher level here in this game.
Ball with it. Guarded now by George. Here's Booker. And he knocks the jumper down.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Stolen by Ayton. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Phoenix calls timeout.
And something fans don't always get to see, some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
Now here's Ayton. And the layup falls. Ayton's got his second basket of the game.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
George for 3. Hauled in by Paul. Here's Okogie. Ooh, solid D from Leonard. Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Los Angeles. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Clippers. On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Okogie in at the small forward. George for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Outside Paul. The kick to Durant. Shot clock at 5. Back to Paul. Durant finds Paul. Durant's shot is off. Los Angeles has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup.
What a job Monty Williams has done in his time with the Phoenix Suns. Hats off to the talent that he's been able to bring in and develop. And that's the way he's created a winning culture.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Now here's Covington. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Here's George. Here's Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
Boy, Richard, you really can't say enough about what Monty Williams has done with this Phoenix team.
Struggled in his first year, but we gave him a break for that. Immaculate seasons the last 2 years, becoming a Western Conference juggernaut.
And the move that really shook up the NBA world. I mean, Kevin Durant asking and receiving a trade out of Brooklyn. Now, with this team, he makes them a title favorite overnight.
Left side, Durant. Here he goes. And Durant with the big finish.
And you see those long strides of Durant eating up ground in a hurry.
Gordon, the pass to Zubac. Ball against Westbrook. Pass to Powell. Back to Westbrook. Lets it go from deep. And he can't get that one. And Phoenix the other way now. Now here's Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Just maybe the best scoring forward of all time, and by maybe I think he is. Yet again, it's Durant with a big night.
Come on, let me hear you get loud. Fans, get ready for the Java.
The Clippers have gone 1 for 6 in the second quarter. Not great. Batum outside. That one a little long.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Here's Booker. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
How does he do that? Booker absorbs the foul, but stays cool, knocks down the shot.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Phoenix? Now here's Gordon. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by.
2 minutes remain in the first half.
Zubac passes to Batum. Stolen by Ayton.
He couldn't bring the pump fake back in quickly enough, and the defender takes advantage.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And it's the Suns with the ball. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Ayton, a screen on Batum. You know, one expression you hear from a lot of coaches nowadays, threatening drives. What's the value of breaking the paint?
BA, dribble penetration is so important, particularly in today's game. With the spacing and the great shooting on the perimeter, if you can get to the paint, one, you may score at the rim, but if the defense collapses, now you have an opportunity to find an open shooter for 3.
So for the Clippers, Morris comes in for Batum, and it's Highland in for Westbrook. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. The NBA last season celebrated its 75th anniversary and announced the 75 greatest players in NBA history, gathering the living greats during the All-Star break. A lot of history, but Commissioner Silver said we're a pretty young league when you think about it. Brian, I guess it's all relative.
Yeah, indeed. Thanks for that, Allie. Powell sets a screen. Pass to Highland. Back to Powell. To halt the run. Okogie pulls down the board.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, you need to find some sort of momentum. What you have to admire about Devin Booker is how much he scores the rock, as well as all the different ways he's able to finish.
Devin Booker.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
The Clippers shooting an average of 43% from the floor. Gordon on the wing, puts up a 3. Durant pulls it in. Durant's got 4 rebounds in the game. And that's an intentional foul.
Bad foul. That's not who you want to send to the line.
And he knocks down the first one.
A near 7-footer. KD shooting almost 90% from the line for his career. That's a rare combination.
And the big fella with the skill level, showing a soft touch at the line.
Now here's Gordon. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Powell finds Zubac. Out to Powell. Pass to Gordon. 5 on the clock. And the basket by Highland.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Now Durant. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Durant's got 21 points in the game.
How many guys his size can pull up off the dribble and move like
And so it's the Phoenix Suns up 15 points as this quarter concludes. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
Pretty much the entire first half, he was dominating down low, piling up a ton of dunks.
He has been aggressive, getting into the painted areas seemingly at will and wreaking absolute havoc on the defense.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Mason Plumlee, and it's Westbrook in at the 1. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. And Kevin Durant post-Achilles surgery. No apparent decline, Grant. Last season, the 3rd highest scoring average of his career.
I mean, incredible. Almost 30 points a game. Think about this. 2 of the 4 times he's led the league in scoring, he did it averaging less points per game. And his efficiency, good as ever.
Here's Leonard. George against Booker. Fires from deep. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. In transition, here come the Suns. Paul passes to Booker. Pass to Okogie. Driving to the basket.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Personal foul.
And for the Clippers, they're shooting 40% so far in this one. George outside. Leonard right side. Plumlee a screen. Pass to Westbrook. The 3, Covington. And the Clippers miss again. Well, the Suns' shooting has been ridiculous. 75% in this game. Durant with it. He's picked up by Westbrook. Here's Paul. And that comes off the assist by Durant. Durant's got 4 assists now tonight.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
And Leonard drops them both. And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Pass to Covington. Shot is up. Here's Plumlee. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Outside Covington. Just 5 on the clock. And the Clippers miss again. The Suns have gone 3 of 3 in this second half. Paul finds Durant. The kick out to Paul. Back to Durant. Paul against Westbrook. And there's the lob. And stolen by Covington. That's tipped. And stolen by Booker. And Booker with the jam.
Nice hustle on defense from Booker, just clawing the ball away there.
Pass to Leonard. Shoots over Ayton. They grab their own miss. And the basket by Plumlee.
Offensive rebounding is all about wanting it. Fantastic effort there, leading to second chance points.
The kick to Durant. Outside Booker. This one for 3. Plumlee pulls down the board.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
He was all alone on that one. Leonard's got 10.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
Booker can't get it to go.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Here's Plumlee. The shot comes out. Nice D from Durant. One thing you notice about these Suns, RJ, many of them are considered strong two-way talent.
And that is such a list for your team. Having guys that can get it done on both sides of the floor instead of trying to balance a lineup of just pure specialists.
That's good from Ayton.
Yeah, what I appreciate about Ayton is that he wants to keep getting better. You have to be excited about his future.
Left side Covington. Back to George. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
When Durant puts it on the deck, good luck trying to stop him. Sometimes you gotta resort to just fouling him.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Phoenix. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
It's good.
I love the confidence that Durant plays with. The closer he gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
Pass to George. Covington, a screen on Booker. They need this. Here's Plumlee. Kicks it to George. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got a rebound, number 5 here tonight. Durant drives in. And Durant with the big finish.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
A strong role player that chips in wherever he can. Every team could use a guy like Robert Covington.
And he's good on the second. And here are the Suns now. Outside for Booker. Let's go with a 3. That one doesn't drop. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. Suns at... And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court right now for the Suns, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Ayton in at the 5 down low.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Norman Powell. That's his first foul of the game.
It's just a bad foul. Gotta be smarter than this.
Here's Paul. He can't hit that time. And Los Angeles the other way now. Gordon outside. Here's Highland. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
On defense, the Suns. Pass to Morris. 6 to shoot. Powell passes to Morris. It's hauled in by the Suns. Okogie's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
What an athletic play by Durant. This man, what can't he do?
Gordon down low. Booker defending. Back to Gordon. The kick out to Morris. Powell against Paul. Here's Highland. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. The kick to Durant. Back to Paul. For 3, Booker. No luck on that one. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Gordon can't hit. The Suns have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Here's Highland, guarded by Durant. Pass to Powell. Zubats against Booker. And Zubats with the basket on the assist from Powell.
If they're going to want to close the gap, they're going to need to start running more sets through him. Let your stars lead the way. Come on.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. It's tipped. Pass to Okogie from the arc. Hits the three-pointer.
To me, the passing of Durant, that's what separates him from other superstars. KD's willing to move the ball.
Here's Highland.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Back to Gordon. Beyond the arc. Drills it from deep. Gordon's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Morris for 3. For 3, Powell. Gets the 3 ball to go.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Nice shot by Octopi. And the Suns lead by 21.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Suns.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, BA, just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Kevin Durant.
He played big all night, relentless on the glass, just helping his team in the possession battle.
Durant with it. He's picked up by Zubac, and he commits the intentional foul.
And I'll tell you what, this game is in the books. Not quite sure why they're delaying the inevitable by fouling.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. Here's Durant. It's hauled in by the Clippers. For 3, Covington. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Ayton, unable to get that one, and the Clippers will come the other way. It's Booker on the wing. Lots of room. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
Foul Clippers. Paul George. Second personal foul. 4th team foul.
That free throw no good.
One of the best scorers in the game. Booker is a volume shooter who also plays with a ton of confidence.
And he sinks the second. George outside. And he lobs it up to the rim. So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team would.
done.
And so often. We have these epic guard matchups, and tonight it's all about the front courts and not the back court. But nonetheless, it should be fun.
No doubt, Kevin. These front courts are big, they're dynamic, they're physical. A number of these guys can shoot it from great range. This should be one heck of a show.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the small forward position. Here's KD, and the jam by Kevin Durant.
It is unfair that a 7-footer can be that smooth, that agile off the bounce. Kevin Durant doing some nice work.
Towns wide open, kept alive, and Gobert kicks to Edwards. Edwards drawing the double team. Conley with it, guarded now by Durant. 6 to shoot, and the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Now here's Gobert. It's Edwards on the wing.
I like the effort Booker gives on defense, especially when he pressures the shooter.
And that's a great play on defense there. Forced him to rethink the shot and then able to come up with the steal.
Paul with the steal. Edwards against Booker. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Part of why Devin Booker has been an all-star, never afraid to mix it up on the interior.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
That one goes. Counted.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Paul, Gobert with the block.
Rudy Gobert, a consistent force on the defensive end, does a nice job sending that one back.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Now here's Edwards. And he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
Oh, give me a little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender.
And there's a record Rudy Gobert set without much fanfare a few years ago. Most dunks in an NBA season.
That's exactly right, GA. That was back in the 2018-19 season. He threw it down 306 times. Certainly makes sense for a guy who's got that kind of length, athleticism, and the guy who spent so much time right around the cup.
Now here's Durant after the miss from Karl Anthony Towns. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Michael Conley picks one up. Doris, let me ask you this. Is Kevin Durant the greatest scoring forward ever?
I think he is, Kevin, but I also think that limits his greatness, because when Kevin Durant is done and you consider the combination of his handle, his shooting, and the size, we've never seen that combination to this level. He will go down as one of the greatest ever, regardless of attribute you're trying to assign to him.
Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Well, what you love about Devin Booker, this guy, yes, he is a shoot-first player, but if somebody's open, he will find you.
It's stolen by Edwards. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one back. That was embarrassing.
Booker with no one around. No good on the triple. Timberwolves trail by 4. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch. He said priority number one is to not let these guys get going from the perimeter. Do not let them start getting open threes. It's a recipe for disaster. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Devising a strategy to take away that three-point shot.
Absolutely no mercy right now from Kevin Durant in transition. Those long strides, that's an easy bucket.
Conley kicks to Towns. Towns, a screen on Paul. Conley against Paul. Towns, the pass to Conley. Here's McDaniels, and that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
Gobert finds Towns. Gobert with a screen for Towns. And Durant sends it back. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Booker. Driving inside. Plays it up and banks it in. Booker's got 7 points.
Well, contact will not throw Devin Booker off balance. Great scorers understand how to finish in that environment.
Here's Towns. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, but never in a hurry.
17-foot shot on the way.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a...
Please give a big round of applause for the Bucks.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Suns?
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at point guard. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Now, here's McDaniels. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Suns leading by 5.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot of driving.
Some changes for Minnesota. Torian Prince comes in for Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Austin Rivers in for Mike Conley. McDaniels dishes to Prince. Gobert down low, guarded by KD, and slam dunk by Gobert.
If he's that close to the cup, Rudy Gobert knows how to finish.
Shot by Paul, nobody around. No good with the triple. Timberwolves trail by 3. It's Edwards on the wing, defended by Paul, and stolen by Booker. To the middle. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. And in this era of positionless basketball, of course, we're starting to see some guards who end up playing in that dunker spot, down low, more than on the perimeter.
Now let's call them little big men, Kevin. Guys like Bruce Brown, Gary Payton II. These are powerful athletes, unbelievable vertical spacers. They set great screens. They can finish as a roller. I love the use of these undersized guys who don't necessarily shoot it well in this role.
Noel, he's checked in for Minnesota. Prince with a screen on Paul. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Ayton. And Booker kicks to Durant. Driving in. That shot off the mark. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Rivers looking over the floor. Pass to Gobert. And stolen by Booker. And here's the break. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, Josh Okogie sees somebody working in space and puts the ball on time and on target.
Down low, it's tipped. Ball outside. Here's Octopi. Gobert with the block. They get it back. Timeout called. First of the game for Minnesota.
You know, couldn't agree more with this timeout. Far too many turnovers to get any kind of offensive rhythm. You're just trying to mix things up here.
Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for Minnesota. It's a 5-point game. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Some solid defense from Ayton.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Rivers kicks to Prince. Pass to McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniels.
When you watch Taurean Prince play, you know it's about team. This guy finds the open man and loves delivering it.
Kicks it out to Booker. Driving to the basket.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Gobert, the screen. Upside Prince. And finished off by Gobert.
My goodness, he is such a great dunk.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Paul passes to Durant. Booker looking around with the drive and the dunk by Booker.
How great is it that the body control by Booker is there when he's driving and finishing at the rim?
Now the feed to Gobert. Now here's McDaniel. He's guarded closely.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Paul passes to Octopi. Booker in the post. 11 points in the game. Six seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The pass to Prince. Here's McDaniels. And another three for Minnesota.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. It just served him up.
Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish. Well, Kevin Durant with a little crafty creativity, KD at the rim.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following.
28, the Suns, 25.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of the game it's been so far. On the court for the Suns, Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's Octopi in at the small forward.
There's a level of floor awareness that has always been innate to Chris Paul. What a pretty find.
Ayton kicks to Durant. Back to Ayton. Inside shot.
Well, the up fake by DeAndre Ayton gets the defender committed. That is nicely done.
The Suns shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
The Timberwolves trail. It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Booker. The Suns shooting here about 46% for the game.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
Passes to Rivers. to the paint. Here's Gobert, and he uses the glass on the layup. Gobert's got 8 points.
You know, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
Booker finds Paul. Here's Octopi. Durant with a screen on Prince. Just 5 to shoot. KD can't get it to go. And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, Steve Kerr said he's more gifted than Michael Jordan. Greg, what do you think of that?
Well, Steve's had a first-hand view coaching KD and playing alongside Jordan. He didn't say greater, but more gifted. And I think it's a conversation.
Paul's shot is off.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably... Boy, defense has no answer for Anthony Edwards' athleticism. What a dunk.
Octopi, the pass to Durant. Will it go? And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And something you always hear about Jaden McDaniels, Doris, is how effortless he makes the game look.
Kev, when I watch this guy play, I feel like he glides through an NBA game. There's a finesse that you don't necessarily see from players his size. He's a handful on the low block. This young man is brimming with potential.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. From outside, off the mark. The Suns trailing. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Edwards against Booker. Feeds to Ayton. It's stolen by Gobert.
And that's one of those tough areas to feed the basketball at times.
Booker finds Paul. Ayton with it. Ayton a screen. Octopi for 3. Tries again. And it's Ayton missing. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Prince. The shot. No good. Great D that time from Durant. .144 left to play in the third. Booker dishes to Paul. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. It's Gobert with the ball for Minnesota. The lead is 2. Prince misses. The Suns have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. Booker outside. Inside. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Conley's checked in. And the Timberwolves call timeout.
Called for Minnesota. Here they come. Now headed to the floor. It's your Minnesota Timberwolves Dancers. One more time.
1:14 left to play in the third. Pass to McDaniels. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 6 rebounds in the game. And he commits the intentional foul.
Anthony Edwards. First personal foul. 14 foul.
There's a minute left in the third. Booker finds Ayton for the lead. Rebound, Minnesota. Prince setting a pick for Edwards to end the drought, and Edwards with the stop.
Well, Anthony Edwards came into the league with a reputation as a scorer. He is starting to hum a little bit right here.
Durant, the pass to Paul. Stolen by McDaniels. And now here comes Conley leading the break. Prince dishes to Conley. And the Timberwolves call time. Towns, he's checked in for Torian Prince.
It's the first Avenue Breaker. Another round of applause for the first Avenue Breaker.
30 seconds left here in the third quarter. Edwards passes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert. And now got the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
Here's Octopi, defended by Towns. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Durant with the steal. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Towns, a screen on Paul. Outside, Towns. And an intentional foul right there.
Paul, third personal foul, first team foul.
And here is McDaniel. This is to Gobert. Out to Edwards. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. Edwards got the lead up to 6 now for the Timberwolves.
Boy, what a good-looking stroke. Ready on the catch, Anthony Edwards. That jumper is nice.
Hey, guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could see why.
That was pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Conley against Paul. And another steal for him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
Chris Paul not only has a great handle, but man, his footwork is so good.
Minnesota's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Towns kicks to McDaniel. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's a Kogi. Pass to Ayton. Phoenix calls timeout. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor. And these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey guys, I had a chance to listen to what Monty Williams discussed with his players. Not happy with the way this game is going. He said you're getting used out there on the perimeter. Inside the arc, we're doing some good things, but outside, we're a disaster. Tighten it up. Kevin, we'll see if they can close out on those shooters a little more effectively.
Thank you, David. Four on the shot clock. Here's Towns. Here's Gobert, and he converts the layup.
Well, Rudy Gobert securing the board and making sure to convert.
Here's Durant. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
To the left side wing. Back to Conley. The kick out to Towns. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Towns down low, and the dunk by Towns.
Oh, needing a bucket there. Towns doesn't hesitate.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Durant, and the jam by Kevin Durant.
Big moments. This is who Kevin Durant is. He delivers when the game is in the balance.
Here's Edwards. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Second personal foul.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and So closing out on shots, it's resulted in a number of blocks.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. Boy, big time on the offensive glass.
Ball finds it. Back to Paul. Now Durant. Gobert with the defensive effort. Timberwolves leading by 4. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Good on the shot. Towns has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, big-time athletic play by Cat right there. Brushes off the contact, gets to his finish. Nicely done.
Ball passes to Durant. Ayton in the corner. A 3. He can't get it to go. Timberwolves go the other way with it. Conley with it. And here's Edwards from the arc. And it's KD with the rebound.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Durant. Yes!
Kevin Durant, absolutely fearless. If the game's in the balance, he will demand the basketball.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Sets the pick for Edwards. Kicks to McDaniels. 5 on the clock. Got a piece of it. Paul with the steal.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're up by 2. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the fourth. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth. Edwards kicks to McDaniels. Back to Edwards.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
People are holding their breath a little, wondering if Edwards can take care of business here.
Well, you love a guy who gets himself to the line, takes his time, and makes the free throws. Complete professional.
And he recovers it. So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
These teams have incredibly strong passing games.
Yes, they do, B.A. Some great basketball minds on both teams who can just pick you apart with their playmaking. I'm sure they won't make it easy on each other.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington. And it's Westbrook in at the point. Leonard for three. They get it back. Covington passes to Westbrook. Second chance effort. To the wing on the left. George outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title-contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Greg.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
The all-around game Paul George possesses is so special. His versatility is what makes him so valuable. We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Conley finds Edwards. Picked by Gobert. Towns for three. And Gobert with the stuff.
You see how seriously Gobert takes rebounding, just getting after it. Great activity.
George. And the jam by George.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And so it's Minnesota with it. To the paint. Here's Gobert. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Gobert's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Entering the league raw offensively, Gobert's developed a few moves in the inside.
And stolen by Covington. Takes the three. He drops it from range.
Defensively, we have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Outside Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Drives to the hoop. And he banks in the layup.
What about the passing of Conley? Always ready to zip it over to the open man.
McDaniels passes to Conley. George against Edwards. Back to Daniels. And here's Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. The three is up. The shot by Conley. No good.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
Now here's Conley. And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first.
Great pass to set your man up with a high percentage look.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Westbrook outside. George outside. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. And Smitty with the Clippers, it shows how important depth is to an NBA offense.
Yeah, you know this. It's great to have a powerful first unit. But if your second unit can't carry its weight, it's a fragile situation.
So it's the Clippers now. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. And here's Westbrook from the arc. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Minnesota in the lead. Towns for three. Towns on a screen for three. Conley. That shot off the mark. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 from deep. And finished off by Westbrook.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
We've got 1:08 left in the first. Gobert passes to McDaniels. And there's a whistle. That goes on Robert Covington. That's his first foul. And 1:01 left in the opening quarter. Pass to McDaniels. And stolen by Leonard.
That was just incredible instincts defensively. He saw the ball coming back out and made the play.
Here's McDaniels. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to go on Paul George. The first free throw is good. Brent is checked in for Minnesota. Rivers comes in for Mike Conley. Both good from the line that time. The Clippers have gone 3 of 8 so far. Leonard outside. Pass to Westbrook. Throws it up high. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. McDaniels from long range. Knocks down the triple. McDaniels got 9 points.
I mean, wonderful court vision. Sometimes Rivers gets locked in to finding his own shot. This time, finds the open man.
Pass to Prince. Back to Daniels. That'll count. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves leading by 6 as we wrap up the... If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
And so in the game for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Mason Plumlee, and it's in at the 1.
When Prince gets it clicking from the perimeter, gets his confidence going, the entire offense benefits. Coming off his 3rd All-Star performance, it's easy to say Rudy Gobert is one of the best centers in the league.
Moore's checked in for the Timberwolves. Picked by Prince. The 3 is up. And another 3 from Minnesota.
Prince has gotten better at creating his own shot, but the catch-and-shoot game is still his specialty.
And Smitty, no question, Gobert, one of the best bigs we have in the league right now.
You're right, B.A. The reason why 3 consecutive All-Star appearances. He's led the league in field goal percentage multiple times, and he's a block machine.
Here's Mann. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Here's Moore. Pass to Rivers. And stolen by Leonard. Now Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Here's Edwards following the score by the Clippers. Driving to the basket. Here's Gobert. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
A much more physical player now than when he first entered the league. Gobert powering it home.
Edwards with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Edwards against George. Back to Gobert. Lets it fly from 18. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he could convert, that's a good shot.
For Minnesota, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
It's stolen. The 3-ball. And another 3 from Minnesota.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
And that one's good, man.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
There's the three. The shot misses, and it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Leonard way outside. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
A guy who's made only 25% on threes in college, Kawhi's range has increased as much as anyone's.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, guys, Commissioner Silver's open to change. He said, quote, "We're not beholden to pure tradition. We care a lot about it, but all the factors I think about when we talk about changing the rules, I'm less concerned about that. We should live in the present, be respectful of those records, but also be willing to adjust when it makes sense." BA?
All right, thanks, Allie.
Well, a late second-round pick in 2019 out of Florida State, Terrence Mann has proven to be a steal, and he's going to be in this league for a long, long time.
Here's Prince. He's got 15. Picked by Prince. Pass to Gobert. Out to the right wing, and it's out of bounds to Minnesota. Here's Prince. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep. And for Mann, proving he belongs, earned him a 2-year, $22 million contract extension.
NBA, I love his game. An efficient scorer and good decision maker who doesn't try to do too much. He just makes it easy for coach to trust him with bigger minutes.
First personal foul. First team foul.
From deep. And another three from Minnesota.
Give this young man a lot of credit. Prince has made a difference when his number's been called.
Snatched away. From deep three-point range. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Clippers.
Los Angeles Lakers.
There's 38 seconds left in the first half of this one. Outside Covington. There's the triple. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
To the middle. Here's Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Assisted.
Woo!
BA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Outside Edwards. Back to Prince. It's Edwards on the wing. Inside. And it's stolen by Plumlee. Here's Mann. Fires in the triple. Mann's got 8 here in this quarter. Outside Edwards. Here's Moore. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
And credit him for understanding the situation.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff.
20 seconds.
After a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Granted, it's a shooter's league, and we're seeing more and more big men float out to the perimeter and knocking them down.
Well, BA, the game has evolved, and the shooting, particularly from the bigs, is fantastic. But, you know, I wish the bigs had a little bit more diversity. I don't mind shooting from the perimeter, but every once in a while, go mix it up and take advantage of your size mismatch in the paint.
We've got Mike Conley. Rudy Gobert is out there with Taurean Prince. Then it's Jalen Noel. And it's Moore in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Pass to Prince. Back to Conley. Here's Moore. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Finding a man wide open, Mike Conley does an exceptional job of leading this team.
Here's Powell. Now Zubac. Powell finds Zubac. Here's Highland. From downtown. Batum, left side. Pass to Gordon.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, the Timberwolves. It's a 13-point game.
Norman Powell has become lethal from deep. Fantastic shot.
Pass to Prince. Let's go with a three. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, B.A., one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
That's what you need your bigs to do. Step up and control the defensive glass.
Pass to Conley. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Highland. Los Angeles has gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. And Eric Gordon gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Karl Anthony Towns has checked in for Prince. Outside Conley. The Timberwolves again can't hit. For Los Angeles, they've got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Gordon. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And you oftentimes hear about players at peace with their game. Well, that is Eric Gordon, a knockdown shooter with physicality. Plenty of room for that in today's NBA.
And Gordon, the 7th pick back in 2008, Grant. Never quite an all-star, but he's been an impact player at times in his career.
Well, you know, B.A., I mean, he's been a key contributor to some quality teams. When his shot gets going, you could be in trouble.
Here's the three. That one's good by Moore. Moore's got 6 points in the quarter.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Pass to Batum. To the paint. It's picked off. Here's Moore. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now.
2 minutes.
Now here's Towns.
2 minutes.
Beyond the arc. Here's Conley. Takes the three. Noel, that's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 14.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Out to the wing. Here's Moore. Powell with a steal. And they're running. And here they go. Here's Highland. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
Great floor awareness. Powell knows how to find his open teammates.
The kick out to Conley. Pass to Moore. On the wing, Noel. Outside Conley. Here's Towns. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Towns has got his first 2 points of the night.
I like seeing Towns be aggressive from deep. He knows his teammates want him to shoot from there.
Gordon with it. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's good planning, and that's good execution. And that's a great look.
Pass to Noel. Over to the left wing. Conley with the ball. Back to Noel. Here's Moore. Zubac with the steal. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Highland misses. Minnesota's gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the third quarter. Pass to Towns. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
And it is so tough to disrupt Towns' shot. I mean, when he shoots, he's so disciplined and locked in. Oh, so impressive.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
George for three. With 2 seconds left. It's blocked by Gobert. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense has forced a number of... And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And for Minnesota, they're shooting around 59%. They've been outstanding on the offensive end. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Mason Plumlee. And it's Westbrook in at the point. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
For a guy who hit only 25% of his threes in college, Kawhi has become one of the NBA's best at the wing position.
The kick out to Conley. Puts up a three. Excellent D there from Westbrook.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
And this rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Towns is screen on George. Edwards.
Oh, my goodness!
And he throws it down with one hand.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
They've been lights out from three-point land in this one. The defense hasn't been effective at stopping them, so they have just stuck with the game plan.
Well, in addition, I love their passing. I mean, they're buying into that team concept. That's hard to get out of your young guys.
Towns finds McDaniels. Now here's Gobert. It's Edwards on the wing. Outside McDaniels. 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Towns for three. Sends it home from three-point land. And the Timberwolves lead by 14.
Love the decision by Gobert, finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
Leonard on the wing. Fires the three. And the Clippers miss again. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. From deep. Plumlee pulls down the board.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
George's shot is off.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Leonard outside. The three is up. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook.
As a coach, you feel so comfortable with Kawhi on the floor. He's one of those guys, when the clock is ticking down, get him the ball.
Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Back to Edwards. Towns for three. Sinks the tray. Towns has got 10 points here in the second half.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Tries it from the top of the key. Towns for three, and the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Well, Towns was the perfect selection there. He's always ready to strike with a quick shot.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns. McDaniels from long range. From deep three-point range. Rebound by the Clippers. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds now.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Timberwolves.
Absolute fireworks display. High-scoring game. They were unstoppable, Grant.
Yeah, just relentless from start to finish. And the pace was furious. Ultimately, they wore out the other team.
Picked by Covington. Fires for three. Minnesota with a rebound. And here's Edwards. Out left to the wing. McDaniels a screen. Towns finds McDaniels. Now here's Edwards. Leonard defending. And Edwards slams it in.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Ooh, Gobert with a steal. McDaniels from long range. And they recover it. Outside Edwards. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Second personal foul. Third team
First
foul.
one falls.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves. Recording their second winning season since 2005. Getting on track for future success.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. They set the pick. Leonard outside. Can they get it? And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
Comfortable inside, plus the 7'3" wingspan. Hard to stop Kawhi without fouling.
And Leonard drops them both. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, BA. They deserve the win.
Back to Conley. Pass to Gobert. Over to the wing. Outside McDaniels. Now Edwards. To the left wing. Towns for 3. Missed it. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight. And the crowd loving every second of it.